I'm currently flipping houses, and within the next 6 months to 12 months, I plan on buying a small business. Matter of fact, this is my current flip. We are leveling out the floors right now, so they have kicked me out. So I figured I want to take an opportunity to talk on this subject here of what my next 90 days looks like. Because it's important when you set these goals to take action, right? We all know that. And how is that going to play out? How's that going to unfold? Because right now I'm flipping houses. It's a lot of project management. It's a lot of renovation. It's a lot of my time that's spent going to the properties, scheduling, contractors, this, you name it. My next 90 days is spent with actually a productivity hack from the book, The 5 a.m. Club. If you guys haven't read that, I forgot the author. I think it's Robin. I forget his last name, but there is a 90-91 formula that is for the next 90 days for 90 minutes, typically at the start of the day. You focus on one task, one thing to move the needle. For me, it's buying a small business. That's what I'm putting my focus in. So how am I managing that? How am I doing it? Well, from about 7:30 is the time that I started each day to 9 a.m. It's 90 minutes. I'm underwriting businesses. So I actually spent probably 8 hours because I'm not that good with spreadsheets, and I had ChatGPT help me build it. Thank God for AI. But I built an underwriting model, and it gives me a high level of my criteria, what kind of business I'm looking for, what kind of purchase price, EBITDA, which is your earnings after interest and debt and taxes, and forgot the rest of it. Basically your earnings, or your SDE, which is your seller's discretionary earnings. That's what the owner is going to net. So after these different categories, and then it throws it to another page that I can then see what the debt service looks like on an SBA loan, capital partner returns, structuring all that out, which is pretty cool. So my game plan is essentially this. Every morning for 90 minutes, I look on public websites. There's a few out there, most popular, Buy, Biz, Sell. In my market, which is Tulsa, looking 90 minutes, or excuse me, an hour tops from Tulsa. I don't want to be too far away from this business, but I'm looking for service-based businesses, and I'm just underwriting. I'm just seeing what a good deal is. This is the same formula, same method I went whenever I got into real estate. Seeing what a good deal is, just like I'm in it right now. Spend time looking at that, what deals are out there, and networking. So it's spent underwriting right now. I need to get used to seeing what these numbers look like, seeing what these businesses look like. And as that expertise kind of grows, it's time to start networking. So the next 90 days, I plan on connecting with business brokers to locate deals. Got a neighborhood dog, so I'm very happy I'm here. To locate deals, connect with them. It's always important to get in with the people in the industry currently, just like that I'm in real estate right now. I actively cold call and look for my own leads, but within the network that I've built, people are sending me deals, right? So same with buying a business. Now, I'm flipping homes. Project management for me is really intense. I'm just more of the front-facing type of business model. So finding deals, networking, underwriting, raising capital. When it comes to operations that are very task-oriented, spreadsheets, processes, it's not my forte. It's just not. That's totally okay. So flipping houses is a lot of that. If you're not delegating that work, if you're not hiring a project manager or general contractor, it's a lot of work. It's day in and day out. It's a full-time job. So I was using Google spreadsheets. I've switched over to Notion. It's basically spreadsheets on crack using AI. It's a really cool thing, and I'm just getting started in it. But what I've done is I built a construction project management tool. And so this is how I'm able to stay on top of who is working on when they're working on what project. I use a lot of the same contractors for some of the same types of work that I need in the real estate. Painters, electrician, plumber. I use these guys over and over. They're reliable, they're good prices. I bring business to them, they like that. They do it for better price, they do it quicker, right? You can never be married to any of them, but relationships are key. And you really only find which ones you like and which ones are worth getting into it. But I built the notion out, and it kind of sucks because I spent time, I spent energy and effort when I could have been looking for new deals, new business, and I spent time building this out, and it felt like I was going backwards. But really, now that it's in place, I feel like I'm going forward. So what's in place right now is the underwriting spreadsheet. What's in place right now is a time slot that I get to use every day just for this one task. You'd be surprised what happens when you put the focus on that. So literally, you guys who are working a full-time job and you're working on something on the side, just like I am. So right now my full-time is flipping homes. I actually still work at a part-time at a car dealership, flipping homes, and then I'm looking to buy a business. So my plan is to use the capital from flipping homes to clean up a little bit of my personal financial. I've got some credit card debt that needs to be gone, structuring myself, positioning myself to look better on an SBA, because that's how I'm gonna fund 90, 80, at least 90%, could be less actually, depending on a creative structure. But gotta look good on paper there. And so that's how I'm positioning it. It really just starts very tactically, and it's being intentional with your time and marking that time out. You can't just treat something as a hobby or something that, like this, that is important, you need to move the needle. You can't just treat it like a hobby, like with anything. If you treat it like a business, it's on the calendar, it's getting time and attention, you will see that improvement. So it's a hot summer day here in Oklahoma. I hope you guys find this value, and really, I want to hear some feedback. How much attention would you put to buying a business right now if you were me? Flipping homes has been fun, but I feel like it's something I don't want to scale. I want a service-based business in the real estate industry because I love real estate. Really love the investing, which I'm so excited to share with you guys of how and what strategies I'm using for investing. But I'm curious, where would you be at on buying a business or flipping a home?